Hey, boss.
All right, hello. How are y'all doing? Back at it again. Throwing another podcast here for you. Decided to switch it up here now today. I got a good buddy of mine on, very funny friend of mine, and Brian Aylward is here. What are you at? What? Sit on the couch here now, Brian. I decided to get Brian on here after an eventful week here, just to switch it up. I got Brian is a funny man, very funny man. He's been killing it here in the province, and even in the country for that matter. Jesus, fucking internationally, you want to take it for that, over in Asia and everything else, for quite some time now. And he's doing his first really legit, well-promoted Newfoundland tour. It's Newfoundland
World Comedy Tour.
Newfoundland World Comedy Tour. So
Hashtag that.
Hashtag Newfoundland Tour. Was it Newfoundland World? That's great. That's a great name, actually.
Yeah, Newfoundland World Comedy Tour.
Mm-hmm. So, kind of just wanted to share the light here now, because he's got a fucking killer tour, and I want everyone to know about it. You guys need to know about this man and about this tour. And I'm really excited to be on one of these shows out home. So we're going. He's going right across the island, hitting. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
8 spots.
8 towns. So fuck.
I'm adding Labrador later, but right now it's not there.
Yeah. 8.
That's a nice run.
8 to 9 for Newfoundland. That's a wicked fucking run.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So really happy. So you're going into Gander. Right, so it's Marystown, Gander, Stephenville, Grand Falls, Deer Lake, Clearville, Corner Brook, St. John's, and then you're ending St. John's with your recording your comedy up at LSPU Hall.
Yeah, June 10th and 11th at LSPU Hall.
That's gonna be fucking
my
sick.
First comedy album taping. Yeah, man, I'm stoked about that.
Bud, you got to get out to this tour. You got to get out. So where's the tour start?
The tour starts May 5th at the Arts and Culture Centre in Gander.
Pause. Okay. Oh, so is it in order here on the paper?
I'm not sure if it's in order. Yeah, it is in order, I think. By the way, too, I got my opener's Mike Lynch, a very funny Mike Lynch.
Yeah.
And our tour manager is Cecil. You'll get to know him over the next few weeks.
Cecil here. Yeah. So that's gonna be great. We did fucking Grand Falls together there. Me, you met right there last
Salmon
year.
Festival.
Man, Salmon Fest. That was some killer show.
That was a lot of fun. That's the first time Salmon Festival had comedy.
And we fucking ripped it.
Oh, what a time, man. That was fun.
It was the best.
Yeah.
You had a great story about Grand Falls when you were out there. But were you born in Grand Falls?
Yeah, I was born in Grand Falls.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, my mother had a vagina and I came out of it in Grand Falls. That's it, boy.
Deadly story.
He was in a hospital.
Yeah.
No, I think you're talking about the story Riverside Suites. The one in Grand Falls?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, because last time we were in Grand Falls, I hadn't been there in a while, and we had a hotel at the Riverside Suites. So I'm thinking, oh, geez, Riverside Suites, that sounds some fancy, right?
It's going to be next to the river.
Oh, going to be next to the river, probably mint on the pillow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're looking around, we're driving around, and
Nice
there's only 2 streets in Grand Falls, for Christ's sake, High Street and Main Street. So we're driving around, can't find anything. Then all of a sudden we see the Riverside convenience store, I think it was called, or something like that, corner store.
Yeah.
So I say, geez, we must be by the river. We must be getting close.
Yeah.
So then I get out and I ask someone, go old school, get off the GPS, and I say, do you know where Riverside Suites is? And she points to the store. So I go over to the store. I walk in the store. I'm like, I guess I'll ask someone in here. And I go in and I say, do you know where Riverside Suites is? He goes, oh, Riverside Suite. Sure, that's upstairs. But he had a fucking little apartment upstairs, and it was Riverside Suite, singular. No hotel. Great spot, actually. It was a great spot, man. I'd recommend it to anybody. He said he rents it out all the time. It was a deadly little, I think 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment.
You get to what's your best road story though, like for accommodations?
Oh, Jesus.
You've been all over the world now doing this.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I've been in motels in Canada in the wintertime that are colder than outside. That's never good.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's never good, especially after if you have a shitty set. Just many places.
Yeah. Well,
just many shithole motels.
I'm posting it up there.
Where it takes your hotel room till the next morning to warm up.
I love Gilson Lubin's joke about how you could sit down, take a shit, and brew a cup of coffee while you're sat down taking the shit. The coffee pot right next to the toilet.
Exactly, like a Japanese apartment. I don't know, man. I think I tried to block most of it out the road, but I don't know.
Yeah, I figured.
I've been pretty lucky too, man. I've been pretty lucky.
I have too overall.
Yeah, I've stayed a lot of places, but I don't really have any. Accommodations wise, I don't really have.
Accommodations, I've been very, I've been
many horror stories.
Yeah, I know, because you see some fucking horror stories too. Like the worst would be, and it wasn't even worse. It was, I mean, you could argue it was the best. Was I slept outdoors in a tent all weekend, and it was awesome though.
Yeah, right. It's a tent tour. That's the way to go. That's something you do this summer.
On the road now, going out to a festival, sleeping in a tent.
Yeah, right. Big show, and then on your way back to Butterpot.
Right? Oh man, so you must now Grand Falls. So where's that at? Is it the Arts and Culture Center?
Arts and Culture Center, yeah.
You're doing Arts and Culture Center a lot, most of them, right?
I'm doing Arts and Culture Center, Grand Falls, Stephenville, Gander, and Corner Brook.
I didn't even know half these places had Arts and Culture Center.
Yeah, they're deadly too, man. Like I love them all. I did a Stephenville Arts and Culture Center for the first time last year. It was incredible.
Really?
Oh my God, I loved it. Now we did it in a smaller room. It wasn't the main room. I think it was over 200 people there, but Jesus Christ, what a crowd. It was awesome.
Really?
So it's like, I got to go back there. Corner Brook's just amazing. That's one of my favorite places to perform in Canada.
Right.
The Corner Brook Arts and Culture Center. It's beautiful. Grand Falls have a great show every time. And, I mean, Gander, I spent summers in Gander. I mean, I got a connection to most of these towns, too. Pretty much all of them. So that's always exciting to me, man. I used to go across the island with my dad all the time. So to go across the island in May and make a few laughs is awesome, man.
What's your connection with Gander?
Gander, my grandmother lived there my whole life growing up, my aunt, and so I used to spend summers out there till I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Just going out, hanging out with my nan, man. Love my nan, Catherine Aylward.
Yeah.
From Gander, used to always go uptown with her.
Yeah,
uptown. Go uptown to the Fraser Mile. She loved going uptown, getting her hair done.
Yeah.
Going uptown, and she dragged me along with her.
Did she smoke cigarettes?
Something to do. No, she wasn't a smoker.
No.
And
play bingo?
What?
Play bingo?
No, I don't think she played much bingo either. I'm sure she played a bit of bingo, but
did she ever slap you with her teeth?
Jesus, boy. I don't know what kind of family you come from, Marystown. There was no tit slapping from them. Not in our house.
Did she have teeth?
She had teeth, but she had teeth. Yeah. But yeah, we used to go uptown. She dragged me along. Then after, if I was a good boy, get a piece of blueberry pie.
Is that right?
Yeah, at the cafe in the mall.
At the cafe in the mall.
And then she'd sit there and stare at me eating blueberry pie. It was deadly, man. So yeah, just hanging out in Gander all the time, playing baseball and basketball with my cousins, and just they lived on Solberg Crescent. We'd go up to Jonathan Pond Provincial Park, going fishing. Man, it was the best. Summers in Gander, deadly.
Man, I've had
like Grand Falls if you watered it.
Yeah, you said that a couple
That's
weeks
Grand
ago.
Falls.
And that's actually one of my favorite newer jokes that you got is like Grand Falls if you watered it.
That's Gander.
Because when you think about it, that's a really good way of saying what Gander's like. Because Gander is really pretty. Like
it's very pretty.
It's very green.
Yeah, it's very like, yeah. I don't know what it is about Gander. It was right in the central of the island, obviously, but people love. Yeah, if you go there, especially in the summers, man, a lot of manicured lawns, a lot of beautiful lawns. People take care of the properties. It's a very pretty place. Yeah, it's very pretty.
Neat and tidy, and yeah, and then you go to Grand Falls.
Oh, they don't even wash their hole in Grand Falls. Gander, they're watering lawns. Grand Falls, they won't even wash their arse. Joke in Grand Falls. And by the way, Colin, Grand Falls, Windsor.
Oh, right.
Now, be careful. For fuck's sake, don't forget Windsor.
I always says Grand Falls.
Yeah, I do too. I've been away for so long, I forget. But it is Grand Falls, Windsor. They don't like that.
Really?
Even though they don't like it, man. Even though no one, I've been there now 3 times, I think, in the past 4 or 5 years. And no one can tell me what's good in Windsor. No one. I've been asking crowds. You were there last time I was there. I literally screamed out into a theater. I said, someone tell me what Windsor is. And one guy goes, they used to have the CN trains here. I was like, yeah, they used to.
I remember that.
And then another guy goes, his cock's takeout. and then someone else goes, that's closed too. Nothing. And Mrs. literally said this to me. She goes, there's lots of potholes. The kids plays in the potholes. So there you go, Grand Falls. Kids splashing around the potholes.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying.
Cars swerving them.
Who really cares? Who gets upset over if you don't say Windsor?
Windsor is the Labrador, Grand Falls.
That's a great way. Yeah.
Sorry, Labrador, love you. Hope to see you in June.
But you know, it's so funny because Gander.
Probably too loud, I'm sure I am.
I've always liked Gander.
Love
right?
it. Yeah, me too.
And like the look of it and the way it's laid out, it's actually laid out like a town.
Yeah.
Right? And like most towns.
2 miles.
Right? 2 miles. Yeah, that's right. Fucking mile. Whatever. Well, like, again, another great bit you got.
2 miles.
But,
yeah, it's a very pretty place.
But man, I don't have a great story. I got 2 horrible stories out of Gander.
Yeah?
I got kicked out of a bar.
Legends?
And I think it was Flyers.
Right. Flyers Club, yeah.
I got kicked out at a fucking bar, and Missy. So yeah, the fucking place was blasting. Right. The music was blasting. So I wrote my order. I was getting a few beers from me and my buddy. I wrote it in the phone,
right?
Because you couldn't hear.
Right.
So I put 1 Coors Light, 1 Black Horse, whatever. And I point the screen at her like that.
Right.
She fucking takes my phone on me, throws it behind the counter, in behind the cash, and she was like, "Don't go shove it in my face, and I'll serve you when I can fucking serve you." Jeez. And I was like, "Give me my fucking phone back." And after a minute, I walked around the counter, went behind the bar, took the phone. And with that, the fucking bouncer grabs me and fucking heaves me out. And
sounds like she was from Stephenville.
And he had these neck tattoos and everything else. And I started getting saucy with him. And then he started coming at me. And as only because my buddy came around with a video camera.
Yeah.
And was like, hit him, man. I got it on video. And then he didn't. And it was the only thing to save me. I was about to get my shit kicked out of me behind Flyers.
Terrible.
And then I did a corporate gig last year or 2 years ago for a helicopter company out there. And Brian, it was one of the worst corporate gigs I've ever had in sense of my performance, in feedback. Yeah. Oh my, man, I don't think I string together 2 jokes in a row that they liked.
Right. But he had no helicopter material at all.
Right? And I went into my closer bit.
But he never even been in the helicopter.
Right? And I started talking about how fellas don't want to be dealing with women and their bullshit,
right,
and don't want to chase women,
right,
and Missy up front, who's miserable as fuck,
right,
she gets all upset and starts being like, well, that's what I did, my fucking man, and we're really fucking happy, and then I was just like, fuck the show, and I was just like, yes, but your husband looks so fucking happy with you, all right, right at a corporate gig, and I was just like, fucked it.
That happens, man.
And but I'm like, god damn it, because I really want to have a good experience at a Gander. But
oh, you will, man. Gander's great. It happens sometimes, man. That's just bad timing, bad whatever.
It's just like, whatever, man. But it's too apparently everyone hated the company too and didn't want to beat her.
Then you took a helicopter and you left. You just fucking.
And then you're going into
Stephenville after that.
Yeah. And
I lived in Stephenville actually when I was a kid. That's my connection to there.
Really? Yeah,
man. I for a couple of years. It's actually funny. The last time I hung out in Stephenville, I used to throw rocks at Protestants. That's how long ago that was.
At the Pentecostal.
And boys, listen, it wasn't just me. It was. We're talking what 1982, man. Long time ago. I mean, primary school, very early, and
I wasn't even born then.
There was this school called the St. Stephen's Primary Annex. It was an L shape. And one side was Catholic kids, the other side was Protestant kids, and at the bottom of the L in the corner was the gym. And we didn't know, my parents certainly didn't, spew any hatred towards anyone, but just because they were different, I guess, we'd throw rocks at each other. If you were walking home and there was 3 Protestant kids and you were the only Catholic kid, you were getting pushed in the river. And vice versa. If there's 3 of us and one of them, we pushed them in the river. Nonsense. Didn't even know why.
Baptized them.
Whipping rocks at each other, little kids.
I ripped,
Sweet Jesus.
I ripped a rock at a girl down by the bus stop one time when I was 7, 8 years old, broke her nose.
Jesus. At least you can laugh at it now, I suppose. I'm sure she's all right.
Yeah.
But
she just started gushing blood.
But that's what my connection to Stephenville. But man, I was there last year, I think. Yeah, last year, and man, the crowd was deadly at the Arts Culture Center. What a time!
Really?
Yeah, man, what a time.
I got to do that venue.
Yeah, you got to do that venue.
Yeah, because I haven't even performed in Stephenville.
Yeah, that was my first time, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
loved it.
What about Port aux Basques? You heard of Port aux Basques?
No, I haven't done Port aux Basques. I mean,
either.
That's one of the things I'm trying to do with this tour too, because I got a little bit of time before I take off internationally now after this in June. But when I'm promoting this tour now in the next few weeks, like if there's any place, basically, I got 100 people that want to come out to see a show, I'll come.
Yeah.
To that place.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm looking for. You get 100 people want to throw $20 in for a show, I'll show up for sure.
Right.
I'd love to go up north, up St. Anthony Way or Port aux Basques, or I'll go to fucking Bombay. I don't care. You got 100 people, I'll go there.
Right.
Why not?
Right.
It's all fun.
I don't know a venue in Port aux Basques.
No, I'm sure there is one though, right? Fucking Rick's Lounge or something. There's always something. Right, every town got the 4 people that run the fucking place.
Get the lead.
All right, talk to Rick. Oh, Rick's not there. Listen, tell Trina to tell Rick that you're looking for him. Then Rick will give you a call.
It's so true. Even on the
Does Rick got a phone number? No, boy, just open your window and scream out Rick. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Rick! But yeah, I want to go there for sure.
It's like the provincial, the Newfoundland Labrador tourism ads. And it says on the bottom of it, call Deb.
Right.
Call Deb.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Like, what is that?
Totally.
Call Deb.
Just call her.
You're in Spain and you want to come to Newfoundland? Call Deb.
Yeah, call Deb.
But that's real.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
People are thinking that, international people are thinking that's an acronym. DEB. No, boy, that's a person.
That's a person.
Call Deb.
That's short for Deborah.
Yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
No, I have been there. Did you going into?
After that, I'm doing Deer Lake. Mm-hmm. And
I love Deer Lake.
Yeah, I do too. This will be my first time performing at Deer Lake. I tried to make it happen last time. We didn't put it together, but this time we're going.
What venue are you doing?
So Gander and Stephenville are both Arts and Culture Centers, along with Grand Falls, Windsor. Mm-hmm. Deer Lake, we're playing Langer Sport and Dance Club. Darren Langdon played with hockey player, so he owns the spot.
Yes, it is.
And apparently that's the spot. That's the spot everyone hangs out. So yeah, man, I'm gonna try to add Deer Lake. Hopefully people will come out, man. If you're listening to this in Deer Lake. Tell your peoples. I don't really got a connection to Deer Lake. I got a hand release from my missus when I was in grade 11 from Aylward High. I don't know if that counts. I'm calling it a hand release just in case the kids are listening, Colin.
That's right, yeah.
By the way, kids, if you're listening, a hand release is an awesome handshake you learn when you get older. So yeah, I can't wait to go hang out in Deer Lake for sure.
Yeah.
The Lakers, I think they're called.
I did Deer Lake last February.
Where'd you play?
And a hotel, one of the hotels there.
Yeah. Holiday Inn, probably.
Was it? Jeez, I didn't think it was called the Holiday Inn.
Maybe not, yeah.
When this is the best way I can describe it now, Brian, is when you're driving Trans-Canada Highway.
Yeah.
It's on the right hand side of the road or the highway. Like I don't
right on the highway.
Yeah, I don't think you even go.
Was it fun?
Deer Lake. It was fucking awesome, man.
Deadly.
Yeah, it was a great crowd. So I got myself a little pool of people there. So anyone who's listening to this from Deer Lake, boys, I can't recommend this man enough. Get out to Langer's, is it? Yeah,
Langer Sport and Dance Club.
Yeah, you got to get out, boys. I did it at the hotel. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that hotel in my life. But that was a great spot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And again, I got as my opener for the tour, Mike Lynch, very funny Mike Lynch, up and coming guy. So I'm really happy to have Mike out there with me and see him do his thing.
Brian, man, he fucking killed it there the other night, though.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Spirit of Newfoundland.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Wasn't that wicked, man?
Yeah.
Man, like...
I love those independent shows.
Oh, they're the best, man. Like, and everyone had a strong set.
Yeah.
But Mike just went up, and I felt like he ripped it. Just like a whole other level, man.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
And
he was there in front of his ex-girlfriend, too, so that was cool.
Oh, my God, right?
He was right nervous.
Oh, my God.
So don't worry about it, man. You're hilarious, and she doesn't love you anymore.
I remember you saying it. Well, we were fucking up with Trevor Johns when you said that.
It's all a joke.
Right? But, yeah, and you could tell he wanted to talk about her.
Yeah.
And he was doing like talking about ghosts and everything else, just like working his way.
Easing into it.
Yeah, and then about 10 minutes or so into it, she's there in the fucking audience, and he just starts fucking ripping on her, and it was
well done though.
It was really
like it wasn't derogatory or anything. It was it was more self-deprecating on him, just talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna do his stuff, but yeah.
Right. Well, he's making fun of the bullshit that he's going through.
Just love, man. Just how love is a big pile of poo sometimes.
Oh my god.
That's all.
Ironing his shirt so he can go check the mail.
Yeah, she's next door neighbors to his parents.
Yeah, so Lynch breaks up with his woman, or she breaks up with him, but she lives like 2 doors down, 3 doors down, and he got like 10 minutes of jokes on that, and boy, just that premise.
Oh, that's exactly
that premise alone.
All day. That's a sitcom.
It's a fucking sitcom, man, and he got stand up on it. And that's his opener, and you got to.
Well, yeah, he's a very funny guy, very up and coming. Started a Newfoundland comedy scene, so I'm pretty excited.
He runs one of the best rooms in the country now.
Yeah, Trappers is daily, man. Isn't that cool? We're so lucky.
Isn't that wicked?
We're so lucky. Yeah, it's an open mic down Trapper John's every Thursday, 9 o'clock. Jokes at John's. It's daily, man.
It's the best room, man.
Yeah, great crowds every single week. We just filmed there last weekend, man. It was great.
Filmed?
Yep.
Pre-show?
Yep.
Yes, because Brian got a show coming up in a buzz.
Yeah, I got a show. I look at it as we got a show. I just I can't say much about it, but got a pilot, shooting a pilot episode this week. Show coming out on NTV in September. It's about comedy. Basically, we're gonna the show will start with me doing stand up. Every episode starts with me doing a bit of stand up. Every episode ends with someone here from the scene doing stand up, and in between is just bunch of sketches and foolishness, man. It's gonna be great. I'm sure me and you will do something.
Yeah, like variety.
Yeah, it's just a celebration of stand-up comedy here in Newfoundland, man. And most people don't even know it exists. And so, just trying to put it on the map and give people an option to go to it.
Yeah.
And see it. What it is.
I think the concept for that show is such a wicked idea.
Yeah, right. It's just fooling around with your buddies.
And the thing is that it's getting everyone out there too.
Yeah.
Like it's giving a platform to get out because. And I mean, you know this yourself with the comedy club that was here. I mean, the local acts were almost always getting better feedback than the talent that they were flying in.
Newfoundlanders love Newfoundlanders, that's for sure.
Right?
I'm really excited about the pilot episode, man. We got a news spoof that's really funny. We're going to be spoofing the news a lot. We got a hip-hop duo who got a song about $8 cauliflower. We got funny, man. Yeah, man, we got some funny stuff. For sure, I'm really excited.
Did you see that meme going around the internet with like proposing to your woman with a piece of cauliflower? Because cauliflower is so expensive.
Oh really?
Oh fuck, that's a
diamond.
Yeah, it's like a rig, but instead of a diamond, it's cauliflower.
Right.
$8 for cauliflower, dude. The only way I take cauliflower is if you gave me $8. Like it's such a shitty fucking food.
Nothing wrong with a bit of mashed cauliflower if you don't like your starchy potatoes, Colin.
It looks like broccoli that is frozen to death. Like it just fucking. When you're around the bay and there's like a piece of dog shit that's been there on the ground for like 6 months and it's turned white, right? Whenever I see cauliflower, that's what I think of. I think of like it's white because it used to be something.
Right.
There's no fucking white vegetable. Like what the fuck is this? And it tastes like that. It tastes like shit. I hate cauliflower.
The term white because now
$8. Who's mad about $8 cauliflower?
Who's what?
Who's mad about it though? Like people. And here's the thing: I've never heard anyone say that he loves cauliflower. Going to the store to buy some cauliflower. Only time I ever heard anyone fucking bitch about it is when it went up to $8.
Well, it's just a sign, I think, of what it is, whether people like it or not. Like $8 for cauliflower is nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Nuts.
You feel like you're none of it.
Not right? Yeah.
That's
seriously.
Like,
well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Because of the drought in California,
that's why
vegetables are so expensive. Yeah, well, soon it'll be carrots. Soon it'll be something else. I mean, it's going to continue. It's just.
Yeah, well, then you can be upset. Carrot makes sense. Carrot's a good vegetable.
Carrot's a solid vegetable,
right? Like, dude, you have Sunday dinner. You have carrots. Who gives a fuck about cauliflower?
Well, yeah, cauliflower's not for your Sunday dinner now. That doesn't make the list.
Exactly. It doesn't make any list.
Well, it depends if you're, you get a
stir fry maybe,
or you're watching your diet, buying the starch and the potatoes, getting in, mashed bit of cauliflower is deli. It actually is. It's good.
What?
Discussion vegetables here this morning on the Colin Hollett podcast. It is, man. Just boil it, mash it, bit of butter, done.
I guess so. I hate cauliflower, man. I think I'd rather.
Well, you know what? I was talking to cauliflower, and he don't like you either.
Well, tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, well.
Right? going around white snow.
I know. That's because he scared you.
Irish.
Scared him white.
What's the next town on the list here?
Clarenville.
Clarenville. What's your link to Clarenville?
Oh, my link to Clarenville. Well, my first link to Clarenville is the first time I tried to do a show in Clarenville was a couple of years ago when they had that Big Brother shit on the go, whatever it was. And I don't watch that shit, so I don't know what's going on. And then I guess Buddy from Clarenville was in the finals. He ended up winning the thing.
Was John?
I don't know, man. Somebody from Clarenville
Party
won. And so, of course, the whole fucking town that night was home watching that. And not many people came out to the show. But I love going to Clarenville. Clarenville has my favorite restaurant in Newfoundland.
Which is?
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Restaurant. That's what it's called. Restaurant.
It's called Restaurant.
It's called Restaurant. At the end of this shitty strip mall in Clarenville. Just the type of place that I love, just old ladies saying, "Do you need anything, my ducky? Can I get anything, my lover?"
Right.
You can order a jam sandwich at Restaurant. How adorable is that? Jam sandwich, $1.75.
Juanita serving you.
$2, 12.5% tip for you, Juanita. So I can't wait to go to Restaurant, get a jam sandwich for the show.
They got a deadly spot up there, unbelievable fish and chips.
Yeah?
What's that called? Like, there's a new, I don't know if it was the last time you were there, but there's a whole new area now where Walmart, everything is up
We'll be doing it up Jungle Gyms and Westside Charlie's. Those are the tour sponsors.
Right.
So there's going to be lots of club sandwiches and buckets of beer.
Oh, fucking man. Is it taquitos? Is that what it is? You get the barbecue ones and you get the, what am I thinking of, Jungle Gyms where everyone fucking dies from?
Well, I don't know. My first time at Jungle Gyms is a true story. 18 years old, an adult man. Brought my girlfriend to Jungle Gyms, and I thought I was being cool, right? And this is a kid that grew up on powdered milk and bologna sandwiches. So I got the menu, saw some appetizers, and I was like, I'll have the Quizdillas, please. And I looked at the waitress just right in her face, and I meant it. And she just looked back at me. She goes, "Excuse me," and I pointed to her. She goes, "Oh, the quesadillas. Yes, they're all Quizdillas."
Quizdillas.
18-year-old man.
Bring her a date at Jungle Gyms.
Yeah. And you know what's sad? Where she worked at Jungle Gyms. Probably got a discount.
You brought her to where she works for a date.
Discount bar.
Did she pay too?
Probably. No, I'm sure she didn't pay, but I'm sure we got a discount. Right, 20% off.
Oh man, we had a Jungle Gyms out home, Marystown, and then that shut down, and it's too bad because we used to go to for weekend all the time.
Jungle Gyms was founded in St. John's. You know that?
No.
1991. Did me research. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? The Gall.
Open
up a tropical restaurant in Newfoundland. We'll dress pasty Newfoundlanders in yellow and orange. Put a bunch of bamboo up.
Everyone's gonna love it, and they do.
Love it. Love it.
Gyms,
People loves it.
It's a fucking icon now.
Love it.
It's starting to become like a staple.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know a town is now a town.
Genius. Yeah. Once you get your Jungle Gyms, you're on your way to a city.
Like we're going to Marystown with this tour.
Yeah.
And I'm hosting, and Lynch is middling, and you're headlining.
Oh, it's going to be great.
And it's going to be fucking killer, and it's definitely going to be better than the last time you were in Marystown.
Oh, buddy. First of all, Clarenville, we're at the St. Jude Hotel.
Okay.
So really excited about that. Oh, last time I was in Marystown. Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, so last time I was in Marystown, well, it was because of you. You were touring around. You were doing Marystown. I had my tour, whatever it was last time. And I thought, well, fuck all that Marystown. A few bodies out there. Because I was just looking at population density in Newfoundland. Right? Marystown's one of the spots. I'm like, maybe I can get 100 people to come out and see me in Marystown, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't do a whole lot of promoting, but I did a bit of promoting. So I go out to Marystown. That was after the tour. So I went from Grand Falls to Marystown. 411 kilometers. Exactly. I'll never forget it. And we get there, and we retired from the tours with two other comics, and we got there early, Sean Burton and Luke Lawrence, and we got there early, and we slept in the car in the parking lot of the Marystown Hotel and Convention Center, and then woke up with some missus just standing by the car staring in. Looking at us like, look at this stinky man aquarium.
You were talking to her, dude.
Oh, buddy.
Three strangers.
And then we went, and then the show, we go down. I remember Mrs. couldn't have been nicer. I think her name was Bernie Stapleton.
Yep.
And I think it was maybe her daughter. She had a daughter. Anyways, this young one, real pretty girl, really nice. And there's two girls down there. They couldn't have been nicer. and they were being sweet. And we were going out, we're waiting for the show, and no one's really showing up. Then we get, I think it was 14 people showed up. And it was like 8 o'clock, I think, showtime. We waited a little longer. I'm like, a couple more people coming now. Just give it 20 minutes, right? No fucking more people came. And then, and then 10 people left. Yeah, funny to you. Well, it's funny now, but
No fucking
it wasn't
more
funny.
people.
None. No more. Then 10 left, got their money back. There was 4 people left, right? So I'm like, for fuck's sake, right?
That's so brutal.
I go over to 4 of them. Yeah, this never happened to me before. I go over to 4 of them and I say, hey, excuse me, I just want to tell you, so there's not going to be a show tonight. There's only 4 of you, right? And I appreciate you coming out, but... And the funny thing is, they weren't even from fucking Marystown. They were from Cape Breton. Touring around the Burin Peninsula.
Yeah.
They were just staying at the fucking hotel.
Comedy show.
Fuck me. Anyway, jumped back in the car and then took that treacherous trip down that highway in the middle of the fucking night to get out of there to go home because, no show.
That highway is fucking horrible too,
Especially
man.
after a fucking no show.
Boys, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. I'm from Marystown.
That's it, it's not their fault.
Yes, it is. You're fucking right, it is. Listen.
And this year, you just told me on the way over here about the 7th, because now I'm in Marystown on May 6th with Colin. Colin's going to host. That's going to be fucking deadly. Got Mike Lynch again, like we mentioned, Mikey. And then myself closing her up in May 6th in Marystown. And Colin tells me now they got some big, what the fuck, on May 7th, the next day.
Like, this is Brian's luck with Marystown, boys, and it's not fucking cool. Like, so he goes out, right? 14 people shows up. 10 of them wants their money back.
Fair enough.
Right? And fair enough. Yes,
Yeah.
agreed. But, like, again, that's fucking funny.
Brutal.
And it's like, all right, well, man, next time. And I remember too. I remember when that happened. I said, listen, man, next time, like we'll get you out there. Like,
Yeah.
We'll host and promote it well.
Yeah.
And
Here we are.
and like really push for it to get a crowd out. So here we are now. This is exactly what we're doing. And because I really, really want, like, I want to be bringing shows to Marystown and around the island with quality acts that are gonna deliver the funny, quality acts that I like.
Yeah, man.
And you're top on the list,
Thanks,
right?
buddy.
So, like, can't wait. I'm like, all right, Brian, bring you out, right? And really, get everyone to come out and see you, because I know once they get there, they're gonna fucking love you.
It's gonna be a great show, man.
You're gonna fucking kill it.
You know that. I mean,
right?
me, you, and Mike Lynch for $20.
That's a killer show.
That's
man.
a good time. That's a good
Like-
deal, to be honest.
like-
And so what the fuck's on to go on the 7th?
Man, it's just as strong as any other show that is on this island for any other $20 show.
It's a
on the
great
island,
time for sure. We can promise you that.
But now, so anyways, so very good. So we put this together about in February was
Yeah.
when we started first talking about doing
it,
the
yeah.
show in May. Really getting, man, we're gonna book this well in advance. Get and really get a good crowd from Marystown to get out and see Brian and Mike. And then it fucking comes up on Facebook there a few days ago that they're going for the biggest Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest shed party ever in the world, and they're flying in like some band.
Cocksuckers!
Like a shed party.
Well, guess what?
the fuck,
I'm going for a Guinness World Record the night before. If you want to be a part of that, I'm going for 2 no-shows in the same town in less than a year. So come on out. Guinness Book of World Record.
Oh my God, man, boys! Like, listen,
So what's the Guinness Book of World Record for again? What'd you say?
they have the biggest shed party ever in the world.
So that's going to be fucking massive. They're flying in some fucking cowboy monkey to do it up. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be a blast, but like, that's not cool if no one says, "Oh Jesus, I can't be spending two $20 bills in a weekend."
Right. Well, it's just
Right?
whatever couple does.
So,
the beer.
boys, listen, don't let that ruin this show. Just the following weekend, just stay in your shit again and don't pay $20 to go to the shit next weekend.
Exactly.
And do 2 shed parties the next weekend for fucking free. And the weekend of May 6th, May 7th, you got 2 nights out.
Yeah, man.
20
I know
bucks
money's
each.
tight, man, for people, no doubt about it.
No,
but
no.
man, $20, me, you, and Lynch, it's worth it, man.
Well,
Pay the $40 for the weekend, like Colin said. Have a free shed party the week later.
yeah, and there's a like and share contest as well.
Oh yeah, like and share contest
I
for
see
sure.
you
To
put
win a
that
couple
up.
tickets to the show. Tickets again are only $20, man. Me, Colin, and
So
Lynch.
are they
we're
at the
gonna
front desk
kick
of the
the
hotel
shit
now
of
for
it.
sale? Are they there yet?
Yeah.
They're there now.
I got the poster and the number you can call. Yeah.
Right, but the tickets are at the front desk. Is what I'm asking. They're there now. Like if someone can go to the hotel today and ask for a ticket,
I
tickets there
think
yet?
so. I was supposed to talk to Buddy today. 'Cause I still haven't talked to him as early, but I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's getting done today and yesterday.
Okay, we'll post that up online.
But yeah, but it is. Yeah, if you call out there, you can get tickets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
If they don't have any hard copies, they'll just reserve it anyway.
yeah, right. You get a reservation, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, man, like, I know it's a big weekend with the shed party and stuff, but here we are, night
Yeah.
before.
Boys, man, like that's so fucking funny. Like,
Just come on out, laugh, and go home out of it. Rest up for the next day.
yeah, right. So that's gonna be at the hotel.
That's at the hotel, convention center. Yeah.
Okay, so when I've done my shows, I've always done them in the Bowl Boy, but this is at the hotel. So just to clarify that for anyone who's
Well, it probably is a boy's pub or whatever downstairs, right?
well,
Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, but it depends. You might have it upstairs, like because you can do it upstairs in the conference room, like they do comedy shows or
Yeah, no,
music
I'm
shows and
assuming
stuff
it. Be
there.
honest, I know it's my tour, but it's in the boy's pub, like it was last time we didn't have. Yeah.
Is it?
Well, I assume it is. I know it's at the thing. I mean, I didn't book the thing that it was booked by Booker, but yeah, I assume.
Okay.
I'd rather be downstairs than upstairs, but either way,
Yeah.
it's at the convention
Well,
center.
either way is good. Like both rooms are good because the Bowl Boy is deadly because it's dark, low ceilings,
Yeah, I like it downstairs
and
better.
it's great. The hotel, it's nice you got nice floor space and the bars in the back.
If only a few people show up, fuck it, we'll just do it in the lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll do it in the lobby.
Boys, come
Get
on
by
out to the
staircase.
show.
Get out, boss, please. I'm begging you. I really wants to, like I said, I really wants to be bringing shows out
20
home
bones.
and around the island, and I want.
Well, that's it, right? Me and you've been talking about this. Like, we're trying to add on these towns that normally don't get it.
Right.
You know, Deer Lake, Marystown, and wherever. Like, you know, instead of just always the Ganders, Grand Falls, Corner Brooks, like, you know, try to reach out and bring it to the people.
Yeah, 100%.
And just, you know, like the old folk singers used to, basically.
And out around the bay too, because like I grew up around the bay. I know you grew up in Mount Pearl. I'm just I made similar stories.
I got
guess,
two Bay parents,
all
though.
over, right? But like, and you probably had it in Mount Pearl too. But I know, especially around the bay, everyone's always bitching and complaining
Yes.
that there's nothing to do. Sure, yeah, of course, there drinks and smokes weed every day. Nothing else to be at, right? Nothing else to be at. There's never anything fucking on to go here.
Right.
So this is the whole point. We're trying to give you something different to go at. And if you want to be drinking and smoke weed, fine, just do it before you come to the comedy show.
Yes.
Right? So, and get out. And then after...
Or don't buy any grams of weed that week and come on out, we'll make you laugh just like you're high.
There you go. And then after Marystown, then you're St. John's? Is that right?
Marystown, then, I said Clarenville, right?
Yeah.
Yes, no, Corner Brook.
You was Marystown and Corner Brook?
Yeah. It's
You're
the
all
only way,
over the fucking
yeah,
place
because
then.
it's the only way I could book the Archculture Centers. It's just how it is. Logistically, it's a nightmare, but it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, Gander, Stephenville, Grand Falls, Windsor, Deer Lake, Clarenville, Corner Brook.
Let's get the dates up here first. And you got the like and share contest. Is that on your Twitter?
Yeah.
Bags of soup, right?
Bags of soup. At Bags of soup.
So
yeah.
so what did they do? They just retweet you?
Just retweet me, and then 2 tickets in each town will be given out at random
Right.
to whoever selected.
Okay, so I'm just excuse me here, bro. I'm just bringing this up here. Get the dates here. So, yeah, so go on to his Twitter, Bags of Soup.
Corner Brook is May 27th.
Corner Brook's May 27th. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in on this here now.
Yeah.
Right, so we got Gander May 5th at Arts and Culture Center, Marystown May 6th. So it's Gander to Marystown at the Hotel Convention Center.
Yeah.
But that might be Bowl Boy.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. May 7th, Stephenville at Arts and Culture. May 9th, Grand Falls at Arts and Culture. May 10th, Deer Lake at Langers. May 11th, Clarenville, St. Jude's Hotel. And then May 27th, Corner Brook.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, at the Arts and Culture. And then June 10th and 11th, 2 shows.
Two shows. Yeah, that's my comedy album taping. So
Right.
excited about that.
Man, you should be. It's about time.
Yeah, man, I've been waiting a long time. So June 10th and 11th at LSPU Hall, 2 nights. And over those 2 nights, I'll be filming my first comedy special live at LSPU Hall. Really excited.
I did LSPU Hall a year ago, and Brian, they got mics that they hang from the ceiling, and the fucking audio quality is top notch.
Well, I heard that, and not only that, I
deadly.
was actually it was one of the reasons I thought about doing LSP Hall because I saw pictures that you put out last year, and I remember the backdrop there. I think it was purplish or whatever, and it looked really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I know the sound down there's top notch. Everyone says that's best in the city, all that stuff. Because I was going to do it at Uptown Theater, right? I thought about doing that where the old Yuck Yucks used to be, and then
Well, that'd be prime.
that'd be prime. But at the same time, then the Yuck Yucks went down. They got a rule now: no comedy there for 6 months.
Yeah.
So there was kind of snag putting to that. And then I was thinking. I mean, I thought about LSPU Hall, but then I thought, okay, what are the pros and cons? I mean, at least at LSPU Hall, people come for the show. There's no clinkety-clank of glasses and waitresses walking around and that stuff. No, so it's more controlled, I guess. And it's LSPU Hall. It's historic, right?
Yeah.
So, it's LSPU Hall it is.
Yeah.
June 10th and 11th. Can't wait. You can get tickets now. LSPU, box office, website.
You're going to fucking rip that, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
I think, I don't think that venue... well, me and you are similar in a lot of ways, but we are different. And I think you're the funniest on the island, like going right now. And I think just your style and your presence and everything, like once you get inside that venue, man, I think they're not gonna know what the fuck hit them.
Awesome, buddy. I hope so. Thanks. I can't wait, man. I've been really wanting to do this now for. I mean, I'm 10 years in comedy. I told myself because I guess I heard it somewhere, the whole Malcolm Gladwell thing and. 10,000 hours. And lots of comics talk about it's the 10-year mark kind of thing. So I told myself when I got into comedy 10 years ago, if I make it to 10 years, I'll do an album.
Right.
That was my thing. I'm not putting out anything before then because I'm probably suck.
Right.
So here I am at 10 years, and I'm putting out an album.
It's funny, man, because I recorded my album at Uptown. They're...
Oh, for a while ago, aren't you?
They're...
Couple months ago?
And I don't know, I might have to fucking redo it all over again.
Why?
Yeah, just... It sucks so much, man, because overall I did 4 shows, and you can ask anyone, like they all went well, and especially the Thursday show and the late show Saturday, like wicked.
Yeah.
But
sound.
One thing, one of the sound completely never recorded one of the shows, and that was like
who'd you have doing it for you?
And it was the strongest.
Not to call them
fucking. It was the strongest fucking bit, or the strongest night, and oh my god, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. I pressed the record on the thing,
right,
and I was in a rush. I clicked it, and I guess I never looked. It never picked it up. I guess when I clicked it, when I turned it on, and
that's why you gotta have someone else do it for you.
Oh man! Well, I had 2 other guys. There, they were looking after the cameras because the audio is just turning on.
Yeah.
It's the cameras that
Did you have the audience mic'd?
And well, that's the one. Like I had no. I got the feed coming in. I got that off the microphone.
Right.
But the one that didn't is the laughs.
Right.
That and
we gotta have that.
You almost need that more than if you're gonna pick one. I'd pick that one over because I did it at Fort Mac and I got both recordings. I got the feed off the mic and I got the feed coming from the crowd.
Yeah.
And Jesus, if you just play the one from the crowd with just that. It sounds fine. You can hear what I'm saying fine, and then the laughter is wicked. You'd rather have that than the fucking mic feed.
Well, it got to be right, man. When you're putting all this time into it, you're going to put yourself out there.
Yeah, and then it's just like, and on the late show, like a fucking idiot. Oh my god! Like Brian, like I did 3 shows.
Yeah.
And I open up early in the show, so I open up with Dwight Ball ripping on him, and then I go into
Slick John McGee,
right? And then I go into about my about having asthma, right? And a bit. So
terrible asthma.
Right. And then I close out with a callback.
Yeah.
To it.
Right.
The fucking late show, I does the fucking bit. I didn't do the fucking bit at the top. The crowd was so on fire, and I got so took up with them. Yeah. Then I jumped into the story about going to Toronto with Dad.
But was the one time you got it good? It wasn't. The recording wasn't.
So then when I do the callback though, like the
you did a callback to a joke you didn't do.
So the late show Saturday fucking crushes.
Right.
That was the best one.
Yeah.
But the end don't crush.
No.
Like the whole show, except the end, don't
Yeah.
crush. Because I didn't do the joke off the top that I did in the other 3
but
shows.
that's all right too, man.
And I'm just like,
I mean, I think sometimes we get caught up too much in like the perfect closer or the perfect little ribbon on it.
I know, but
the bow. I mean, you want that because I mean the crowd feels like if you don't finish on that level, that crescendo, whatever you want to call it, like they feel like they didn't get a proper show. But fuck that, man. If you crushed the whole time and you didn't, you didn't end wicked, don't matter. They had a good time. At the end of the day, they had a good time.
Yeah.
You did well for yourself that weekend.
Yeah.
And you learned something.
I know.
And you probably got at least a bunch of bits you can put on a YouTube channel or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I do got that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about redoing it again here now. I just don't know. But I'll be
If
honest.
you're thinking about redoing it, you should.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. And the hall, fuck man, the hall sounds so good, man.
It's a beautiful spot,
You're
man.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot.
Right. It's throwing me off because
I'm going down there to check it out now tomorrow and have a little chat with them.
yeah, go down there and get comfortable with the venue because for me, I'm used to doing comedy clubs
Yeah.
and being on a stage looking down.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you're on a floor looking up.
Yeah, and I know, like I've
And-
done some theaters
and that
for sure.
really fucked with me a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely,
I know what
I don't want to say a club comic, but I do love the being a club comic. But I've done lots of theaters, and I thought I wanted to do my album in a club. But I mean, I look at it like it's only a 200-seater.
Yeah.
Right, so it's not this big, massive theater. It's nice and contained, and it's good, and it's where I'm doing it. So it's going to be. I mean, I kind of wanted to do it at a club to leave open the possibility of riffing because I like to riff.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. I just won't riff a lot on this one or at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not the only album I'm doing. I'm trying to put out 3 albums in the next year and a half.
Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, because last time I've been doing a couple of these Newfie tours the past few years, and I got a bunch of Newfoundland material, and I thought, why not just throw out an album?
Newfoundland album.
So I'm putting out a Newfoundland album, definitely in the next, let's say, 7-8 months. And then I lived in Asia for a bunch of years, and I toured around Asia with a whole set of material from across the other side of the world. And so I'm going to put that out too. So an Asian album I'm recording in Bangkok, Thailand next spring. The Newfoundland album I'm recording sometime this year. The venue's still to be determined in this one. So
And
this is the year, man, year 10.
Be?
The what? The Newfoundland one?
No, this one in June.
This one is just live at LSP Hall. This is mostly my stuff, the way I look at it. Like my stuff, kind of my most tried and tested stuff.
Your generic...
I mean, like my Dung Chim story, talking about my girlfriend, talking about a mushroom story in Cambodia, people like. Just, it's more my stuff.
Can you do the Costco one about the big
That's
bear?
on it. Kids Recliner.
I fucking love that.
Yeah,
joke,
that's on it. So stuff like that. Like my tested stuff that I'm just having that, filmed and done. And then
Wasn't it just like 8-foot teddy bears or something?
throw
at
it
Costco
away.
Or something?
7'9", yeah. 7'9" teddy bear. Yeah, we're fucking doomed.
That's how you know you get too much money. Isn't that right?
We're doomed. By.
Missy got hit with a mattress at a Costco the other day.
Oh yeah, Hurricane Mattress Mouth. That was a rough day.
Man, oh man, I thought that was some fucking funny, man.
I wonder if she fell on the mattress afterwards.
I went to sleep then.
Yeah.
Out cold.
That's brutal, but she's all right, yeah.
Yes.
You say that, but you're not sure. I can tell.
Well, if
You're
she
like,
was,
yes. haven't talked to anyone, but she's probably all right. She better be all right because I'm doing jokes about her.
Dude, that week was fucking just hilarious for news, though, eh? And then the car off of Signal Hill.
Yes.
Because you know what?
The suicide attempt. That's
what-
funny, Colin. Remember Mrs. getting knocked out by the fucking mattress, and the other one driving off the hill. Ha ha ha.
I didn't give a shit because, like, she's fine, and she's like, listen.
The Mrs. drove off the hill's fine. I haven't followed up on it.
Well, she was in really serious condition.
Yeah, she must be.
But she's gonna be fine. That's
good.
to what I understand. Like her getting hurt isn't funny. Obviously.
No, of course not. Yeah.
But like, apparently, like it was a malfunction or something. Like, but everyone thought, man, it got to be suicide. Like that's what everyone thought. Like that's what I thought.
Oh, but it wasn't. They don't know yet. It's undetermined.
Well, they're saying it wasn't now.
What?
They're saying it wasn't a suicide.
Really?
Attempt, right? But I know the world collectively thought. Hear me? The Newfoundland collectively thought. Well, it had to be.
Right.
Right. That's what I thought.
She was up to getting hot and heavy with someone.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Who knows?
Hit the clutch. Gone.
God. My God. I thought that was but it was just crazy. a car off signal, and like where it went off.
Yeah, that looked weird.
And then the mattress, like they're like, and it was like one day and the next day, like two fucked up stories.
A lot of weird stuff coming out of Newfoundland past
Right?
few months.
And I was calling that
Or maybe it's like that all the time. I don't know.
And I was calling that Hurricane Ann Squires, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. Like in my head, you ever do that, Brian, where you say something, you're like, that's a great joke, like you think, and you pat yourself on the back.
Yep. And then you go tell someone, and then you realize, nope, not at all.
Yeah, I know. Well, I thought Hurricane Ann was a great fucking joke, and I still do. And I don't give a fuck if no one else finds it funny. I was still like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it makes you laugh, man. That's the start, right?
It did make me laugh. It's still on all's man.
That's the start.
Right? Just a shit show out of nowhere.
Shit.
Right?
Show.
But no, I'm excited, man. To get that all on the go, man. And fuck, man. Dwight Ball's in the news some more, as always.
Oh,
right?
Slick John McGee.
With the old.
I'm singing a song to him this Sunday.
No, you're not.
I am.
What?
Yeah, at the Kinsman Club of Mount Pearls, I should say. 3rd annual Celebrity Karaoke.
Where's that at?
Tolls' Timeout Lounge. What a time it's going to be. I was there last year, and it was fun. Dwight Ball was there last year, and all the MHAs.
So celebrities are going to be
Yeah,
at Tolls.
all the Newfoundland celebrities nobody knows. Like myself. Comedian Brian Aylward. Who the fuck's that? The bald, fat-headed fuck who tells jokes at yucks.
So, Dwight Ball's going to be at Tolls.
Yeah.
Perfect spot for him.
Oh, yes, listen, the old ladies love him. He'll walk in there, they'll start twerking right away.
Oh, man. Right?
They love him. But yeah, I'm singing. I wrote him a song, actually, and I'm going to sing it to him on Sunday.
Dwight's go where all the cougars are.
Oh, yes.
And you're singing him a karaoke song.
I actually wrote it, and I'm going to sing it to the instrumental Dirty Old Town by the Pogues.
Oh, my God. It's like a parody?
Well, we're going to see what it turns out to be. Hopefully I don't get kicked out of the place, but I'm going to look at
kicked out.
Look at the king and sing him a song.
Oh, my God. So you're...
He can take a joke, I'm sure, right? He loves the game of hockey, he said. I'm sure he's a good sport.
Listen.
And it's for a great cause, too, right? K-Rock Children's Trust Fund, MSCF. Great cause, great time.
And you know what, man? If you're in a public eye and you can't take a joke, like, what the fuck?
Well, that's it, right? We're celebrities. You're celebrities, so you're a public figure. You got to be able to take a joke.
Right?
So, again, it's for K-Rock's Children's Trust Fund, MSCF, 3rd annual Mount Pearl Kinsman Celebrity Karaoke.
Man, isn't it funny? Like, it's crazy, how with this career, like, you're on Just for Laughs. One day, you were in Just for Laughs 42, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then you're like in Tolls.
Yeah. That's it though.
The next week sing karaoke too.
And happy to do it.
Yeah.
That's a good gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. There's worse than that.
Right?
There's worse than that.
Yeah. I remember
you could be eating shit at a helicopter gig.
Yeah.
Gander.
Right? Yeah. I remember I was like in Halifax, headlining there one night or one weekend. They flies you in, best gig in the country, that is. Flies you in, puts you in the fucking suite, Deadly Hotel downtown Halifax.
Love that club.
Oh, it's the best. And then you come back and you do St. John's, which was the best was the best club in the country, arguably too. Like arguably,
it's a fun couple of weekends for sure.
Man, they got to be 2 of the top 5 clubs in the country.
Yuck Yuck's clubs for me. I played them all except for Vancouver, and I'm not with Yuck Yucks anymore. But the ones I would miss and want to play again for sure would be St. John's, Halifax, Montreal, Calgary. Those are my top 4.
Yeah.
Top 5, I don't know, it'll be 5, but those clubs are spectacular, and mostly because of the people who run it.
Yeah. Well, that's always the fucking case.
It's usually always the case, right? And usually always, right?
Dude, you can have wires and plumbing hanging down in the ceiling, and it can be the best room ever if you've got good management.
So yeah, I love those clubs. Halifax and St. John's, those back-to-back weekends. If you do it back-to-back, that's a good.
Oh man! But I remember I headlined that.
2 weeks.
They're paying for your flights and putting you in the suite. You feel like a fucking rock star.
Yeah, right.
Right? And then you do the club there, and then it was like.
And then you go down and you got to pay for your Diet Pepsi. You're like, fuck.
Right? Then it's like a week later.
Bullshit.
Right? A week later, but St. Mary's Bay.
Yeah.
Right? And
yeah.
But that's what it is to be a Canadian comedy man if he wants to be like constantly at it.
Oh, you don't got a choice, man.
You don't have a choice, man.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to tape the gigs.
Yeah, take it all and take it in stride and whatever. But
and you're lucky to get him, man.
Right.
Better than working at Dollarama.
So what's up? What's next for you
about all I'm
after this
qualified to
tour?
do.
You said are you going to Ireland?
Yeah, man. That just came up. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Got a 4-town tour of Ireland coming up the end of August.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to get my feet wet over there. First time going into the UK.
Right.
So yeah, just going over there, hopefully meet some people. And then I'm touring around the southeast. And then the next time I'll go back, I'm going to go up north. Apparently up north is where most of the gigs are.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
But I mean, I got a few anyway to start. I met an Irish comedian on my travels just overseas.
Yep.
And he's hooking me up. And so yeah, I'm just going to go over there for 9 days in August. Going to LA too. Just for a week, yeah.
Yep.
Just going to go out there and go into the main clubs there and
See what you can do.
just have some fun for a week, yeah. And that's about it. I mean, I might go to New York instead of LA depending on time frame and stuff, but I think LA because I'm kind of set up to go out there.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go out there I'm not going out there to try to make it, quote unquote, none of that. I'm just going to go out there, tell some jokes.
Get your feet wet for it.
And leave.
That's you know what? It's a great way to go about it. Like I did that last year when I went out west. For me, and I'm from what I'm gathering from you, I think it's the same mentality. I could be wrong, but I went out. I did one big show
Right.
in Fort Mac at the theater right there, and the rest was
Keanu?
just what?
Keanu Theater?
Yeah, and the rest was. And then I did Edmonton, Calgary, Kelowna, Vancouver. Didn't really promote it or anything like that. I just went out there to get my feet wet out there. So I wanted to feel those crowds. I wanted, you know what I mean?
You got to get off the rock, man.
Yeah, and get out there and feel it and then get an idea of what works out there, what don't work. Get an idea for the landscape and get some material for specifically out there, local jokes.
For sure.
For it,
How many people showed up at Keanu Theater?
186.
Nice.
I think something like that.
So you did. There's two theaters over there, right? Smaller one, like a 400 seater.
Yeah, there's a 200 seater and there's a 400 one.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a 700 one. No.
Maybe it's 700.
400
I
is
thought
the
it was
biggest?
600. No, it's two theaters.
Yeah.
One is 200. That's
Yeah.
the one I did. And the other one, I heard is 600. Maybe it's 700, but I heard it was 600.
That's deadly, man.
Trent does that one all the time.
Yeah,
the 600 one.
He's been out west. Yeah. That's one of the places I was thinking about filming this Newfoundland album, but I just don't know if I can. I mean, I'm sure I can, but I've never been out there before. So on the base, I'd like to be able to fucking pack that theater.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can. I'd love to record. If I had to pick one place to record the Newfoundland album, because there's obviously jokes about Newfoundland, it's what better place to do a Newfoundland joke album than in Fort Mac.
Oh, yeah, cool.
The biggest Newfoundland joke.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but that's on the list. But yeah.
But that's what I did. So then get a feel for it. So then when you go back, you'll do even better.
Yeah, man.
And that's the way to do it with LA. I think just go there. They say for a week, hit as many mics as you can, get a feel for it, and then
that's all.
You'll be going there someday.
That's all. Yeah.
Like it's just like
again, it's just my way into the U.S. too, right?
And I don't mean going there to live, but I mean you'll be going back to for paid gigs. I mean.
Yeah, I'll do New York, L.A., and Texas in the next year and a half, and just go from there.
Yeah.
Hopefully get into U.S., get the visa, and hit the road.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I got no grand illusions of anything else. I just want to be a working comic, and I haven't done the U.S. yet, so that got to be next.
I think you'd be surprised with how well comics like ourselves will do in Boston and New York and stuff. I did 3 mics when I was in New York, and the first 2 was just comics, right?
Yeah.
It was, and they don't even watch or listen to you. They're just doodling in notebooks, so they didn't really care. And then, but then I did one like competition.
Yeah.
There was 15 comics on it. Everyone got 5 minutes, and hold on, my phone's ringing, and I got. I did well. I did okay with that, and I mean, it was just fucking around, really.
Yeah, man. That's all it really is, anyway.
So this is one thing you can get really intimidated, by the big city, but don't just because as big as it is.
No, man, you're bringing Colin Hollett world wherever you go.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same. The rest is bullshit.
It is.
I mean, Canada, man. Canada, there's no fucking industry here. It's a facade. There's no such thing. I mean. You're going to have to do 160 more helicopter gigs to make a living in Canada because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's hard to really craft your voice too when you're always got to take into consideration whoever the fundraiser is you're playing and people's sensibilities. Like, in places like England and the United States, like they just want you to do your shit.
Yeah.
There's an industry there. People actually, appreciate it, value it. Most people couldn't name 5 Canadian comedians.
Yeah.
And if they could, they're definitely going to start with Mike Myers and Jim Carrey. Like they're still alive. You know what I mean? Like, you know, who's your favorite stand-ups? Well, Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, and then there's going to be a big pause.
Yeah.
Right? Mike McDonald, one of the best comics ever fucking lived.
Yeah.
And if you say, do you know Mike McDonald to someone, they're like, the singer. So that's Canadian comedy.
Right. Yeah. Mike McDonald, he's just he's that story, isn't he?
Oh, he's amazing.
Oh, he's so good.
So good.
He's, I went back and watched some
living legend. A true living legend.
Yeah, I went back and watched some of his stuff and his older stuff there about a year ago now, probably, or last summer or something. And I remember just watching it, and it was so good.
Oh, yeah, I remember one of the first comedy bits I think I ever saw, like, was his TV remote bit. And I can't remember because my mind is fucking mush, but he got a bit about the TV remote that was just, it's fucking hilarious.
Bill Mack said the best thing about him, he writes 30 minutes of material and then he has an hour. Because he says a joke, and then he acts out the joke.
Well, that's what he always preaches. I talked to him like one time about it. He was saying something about how it's just kind of, premise, joke, act out. Premise, joke, act out. There's just a lot of act outs. Yeah, and his act outs are just legendary, right?
Yeah.
When I saw him, I think it was last year after all the stuff he went through, all his medical issues and almost dying for fuck's sake and getting the transplant and stuff. And he came to St. John's and didn't know what kind of shape he was going to be in, what to expect. I mean, he was on his fucking deathbed. He was walking around like a fucking zombie for a while, and he came and he fucking crushed. And it was a lot of material about him being in the hospital, a lot of new shit. It was inspiring. I couldn't sleep for almost 2 days afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, I was inspired. I'm like, I am not fucking funny. I quit.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Isn't it funny? You see something like that and you're just like, yeah, I'm not funny.
Yeah.
Right. And
you need that, though. That's another reason you got to get off the rock.
Yeah.
Because we don't see that enough.
Yeah.
I mean, us being sort of the main headliners here.
Yeah.
And, who do you bet? Especially now that the Yucks is gone.
Yeah.
You don't got people coming in that you compare yourself to, or people that come in.
Oh, you need that. You need that reality check.
You need that. You definitely do.
So often. Okay, what keeps you sharp?
That was my favorite thing about Toronto. Was like pretty much every night you can go see killers.
Killers.
Killers too. And all different types of styles, and that really is pretty inspiring.
Without question, man. Without question. I ended up doing the Comedy Nest there end of February, and
Mount Real,
and fucking who's headlining in order than Mike Wilmot,
right?
Just stupid.
Exactly, Colin. Mike is deadly, but he's up there too, right? Like, just Jesus.
Right, that's so funny. Canadian comic, like you were saying about the Five. How many people would not name him?
Everybody,
right?
Outside of comics,
like you got to be
that old guy with the raspy voice, the glasses, talks about his wife. That's you know what I
mean. Loves him.
He got a story about being locked out of his house. You know the guy I'm talking about?
What about the girls walking around with the high heels in their hands?
Matt Wilmer. Matt, right? Fuck no, Mike Wilmot, boy. And no N, Wilmot, no N. It's not Mant.
Mike Wilmot.
Right? Fuck's sakes.
I'm horrible for that. I butcher names all the time. Yeah, I do.
I'm used to it. I mean, I get my last name butchered all the time, right? Aylward, like people
Aylward.
I give up. I don't care anymore.
Well, it's a brutal fucking name.
Brian Aylward. Please welcome to the stage, Brian Hollett. I'm like, whatever, man.
No one can say Hollett.
Really?
Man, oh man, the amount of people. Sure, I was up in.
No one can say Hollett.
Man, I had to tell him.
You got a lot of Asian MCs?
I had to tell him. It's like Hollett. Like you're pulling it. Hollett.
Wow. How often are you going to do that?
Man, a lot.
What did he say? What do they think it is? It's phonetic. It's exactly what it is.
But man, they say Howlett.
Right.
I get that a lot. Howlett.
Throw a W in.
Hollett. I get Hollett.
Oh, I like Hollett.
All the time.
Colin Hollett.
Colin Hollett. Ladies and gentlemen.
I like Colin
Everybody
Hollett.
put your hands together for Colin Hollett.
Colin Hollett owns an organic food store. Colin Hollett. Open up Hollett's Foods downtown. Colin Hollett.
Hollett. Yeah, sure. I was I was in Vaughan last April.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, thank you. And fucking Richard Ryder's up there emceeing, and he
Vaughan,
goes up there and
Ontario.
he's like, your act is Jesus, fuck, can't even remember his name now.
That's a perfect Canadian comedian introduction.
He goes, Calvin, I think it's Calvin.
Calvin Hollett.
And it's like, Calvin, Jesus, buddy. He looks over at me. He's like, I can't fucking remember your name. And a solo show, right? And it's just like, and I just walk up. I just walk up, walk on. And I'm
Calvin.
like, and I shake his hand. I'm like, and I just say, and I say some name that isn't his.
Right.
Everybody. I don't know what I said. Ryan something. Everyone. His name is Richard Ryder. Like Ryan someone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my name is Colin Hollett. We did. Not that he knows that.
Calvin Hollett.
Yeah. Well, I never said Hollett.
No.
And he
Just
didn't,
Calvin.
He didn't even take an attempt.
You're like a one word like Madonna. Calvin.
What do you want me to say? You want me to introduce you? Nothing, man. Just say my name. It's fine. You don't need to give me anything else.
That's a good Newfie DJ name, Calvin.
Calvin
from Burgio. You hear Calvin, man? Wicked beats. Deadly beats.
Dude, we got a spot at Marystown, a little Dory Lounge, and it's closed down now. And forever, it's the greasiest,
I remember that spot.
hole, man. And there used to be a guy, used to be the DJ up there, and it'd be so funny. He used to be like just whacked on whatever and loving life every time.
As he should be.
And it was like, I'm not lying, man. They had a CD. They had a CD. They must have had maybe 2 CDs, maybe.
Right.
And it was just put the CD and press play, and you skip the fucking songs, right? And it was like Dirty Mary was one of the songs. I remember that.
Dirty Mary.
And yeah, you used to go, and he'd be up there with the hat on sideways or backwards, and he'd have just the stash, and he was up there. He used to be rocking out to this. And like, you would have swore he was in like New York or Hollywood.
That's my backup plan.
Oh my god!
Comedy don't work out. I'm gonna become a fucking weirdo DJ.
Become a DJ.
Yeah.
These track DJs, man, are the fucking funniest. Like, there's good DJs that actually mix.
What's a
their
track
shit together.
DJ? Like press play DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nonsense. It's genius though. Good for them. I don't know how the fuck it's a thing. They got the wool pulled over everyone's eyes. Press play DJ. Press play and then go look for your paycheck. Fucking madness.
Right?
Madness.
Isn't that crazy?
And they get paid a gazillion dollars. Bars are getting paid a gazillion. I'll be happy with 4% of what they get a night. It's sickening.
Get like $400 for 2 hours or something.
Who them?
At the very least.
Well, more than that. Oh yeah, just some shit old DJ,
Yeah.
small town DJ, but any kind of recognized press play DJ bars making thousands of bucks a night. Fucking weird, right? Fucking retarded. Like it. I don't know, but I don't get it.
Right. I'll bet the image, I suppose, but I'll bet the image.
I get it, but it's like iPad,
Marketing, but
iTunes.
right. Yeah, man. So so you're going to Ireland and then
Ireland end of August and LA sometime before that, actually.
now I don't know, last time something you're talking about India.
Yeah, well, right now I'm in between what's happening. Like, I'm going to go back to Asia probably.
Yeah.
Because as you know, like I got a pretty good foot in Asia. I tour there a lot, and so my girlfriend right now, she's actually looking at some international jobs. So we might move to Thailand for a year.
Again.
Well, I didn't live in Thailand. I lived in Korea before, but I've been to Thailand. But I'm actually going to move to Thailand this time for a year, just outside Bangkok. And from there, it's actually kind of centralized. Like, I can go to London, England in 6 hours. From there, I can go to India in 6 hours. I can go to Australia, I think, in 6 or 7. So it's actually pretty centralized.
Right.
So once I get this kind of Canadian chunk done of what I'm doing, I'm going to move to Thailand. If the girlfriend gets a job, if she don't get a job, I'm just going to go tour there
Right.
for a few months and come back. And I'm going to record my my Asian album, Big in Asia, in Bangkok in the spring.
Right.
So, yeah, that's that. That'll be happening. And India, sorry, you said India. So from there, I want to tour Australia and India.
Right.
Because it's kind of central. So I already got the gigs in Australia and New Zealand booked. And in India, I pretty much got them booked. I just logistically got to work it out, and there's visas involved and stuff. But, yeah, once I get to Bangkok, it all happens.
See, that's the thing a lot of people don't realize, too, is like you hear India and Thailand and all these other places, and they think, well, how the fuck are you going to make these people laugh? But they don't realize there's white people and expats.
And not only that, they don't realize
All
that
over,
other
too.
people speak English. People are racist.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. Right? Yeah. It's amazing how many people come up to me and that's what they always say. How do you do comedy over there in Asia if you can't speak Asian?
Right.
And my head almost fucking explodes.
Right.
I'm like, Asian is not even a fucking language. But I'm like, it's just a weird thing to happen.
How are you going to go to Ireland when you can't speak Irish?
Yeah, right? Like, I taught English over there as a second language. I happened to be there when the comedy boom hit. And it truly hit. Like, it's probably the best circuit in the world right now. It's pretty crazy over there. You got Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, India. I even did a show in Myanmar, for fuck's sake. All these places I'd never go otherwise. So, Korea, we got Japan.
Big crowds everywhere?
Big crowds everywhere. I toured Korea last year. I did a tour of South Korea, an 11-city tour. I mean, that's nuts. So, people don't understand. It's funny, actually, the last CBC's Debaters I sat down, I was talking to Kathy Jones, right, the legend. One of my favorites, and that's what she said to me. She was like, so I heard you're going back to Asia. Why are you going back over to Asia? I said, well, why not? Well, stay here for what? Not that there's nothing to stay here for, but longevity is like you can only get so much out of here before, you got to go somewhere else.
You can't be doing Stephenville every weekend.
You can't do Stephenville every weekend. And again, Canada, man, Canada's a fucking nightmare. Logistically alone, just getting it done. Try to get any bit of a name. I mean, it's hard, because you gotta almost punch people in the face now to get their attention.
Right.
Or get a viral video of some fucking nonsense, and all of a sudden, I mean, I could literally go take a shit on the bus today.
I seen that tweet.
Right? Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, and then have a music video called Shit Bus. And it'd probably go viral and be like, oh, buddy, you're the shit bus guy. Or like the pothole thing I did a couple years ago. Absolute nonsense. I jumped in a pothole, ranted about it. Foolishness. I've never been recognized for anything more than that.
Right.
So that gets me after a while. And just not only that, when you go around so much and, you're playing clubs, franchise comedy clubs, and you go to their super club, and then on the gig sheet it says bottled water is free for headliners. I mean, I think that pretty much says it all, right? So basically, if I'm an MC or a middle, I got to pay for water? Fuck out of here. So,
Yeah, it's something else in it, man.
Yeah, man, it's just what it is. If you're in the clubs, that's just how it is, right? You got chicken wings, nachos, comedians, in that order.
Yeah.
So,
but it's a good life too, though, man, because you can see the world, man, with it.
Well, that's what it is, man. For me, it's just really that simple. That's all I want to do. The two things I love the most are being on stage and traveling the world.
And
I'm not tired of it yet. I left Newfoundland right after high school.
Yeah.
I've been globetrotting for 20 years.
Weren't you down in Detroit?
I lived in Detroit, yeah.
I said Detroit. I always fuck that
up.
Yeah,
Detroit, man. Crazy story, man, from back in the day, yeah.
We played basketball?
It's funny you say that because I was talking to a buddy from the old neighborhood the other day and looking at pictures online. Yeah, I was a really good basketball player in high school. Coming up in the Canada Games program and all that, and I wanted to play basketball. Like I was obsessed with basketball from ages 12 to 20, and all I wanted to do was play ball in the States. And I read a Sports Illustrated article about a guy in grade 12, about a coach down Detroit, high school coach who helped him get kids off the street, helping kids get scholarships. His story was amazing. His coach Ben Kelso, and so I called him. This is before the internet. This is 1992. I called them just out of the blue, called directory assistants, asked for the number of Cooley High School in Detroit. They gave me the number and I called them, and I can't fucking remember what I said, but basically I said, hey, blah, 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 I play basketball. And he said to me, if you come down here, I'll have a look at you. So I got a flight, saved up money at the gas station I was working at in Mount Pearl Ultramar. Shout out to Fred Noseworthy and them. Niels Wilkins. And I went down there for a week and things went pretty well, and they actually asked me back and let me live with them for a while. So I lived with the man, trained with the team, lived right in the heart of the inner city, man. It was, being naive is pretty great sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look back, like I said the other night, I was talking to Buddy from old buddy of mine from Detroit, and he was telling me about the old neighborhood where I am now. It's all abandoned, like it's just nothing. It's just tumbleweeds, like blocks. So I went online just checking out the old neighborhood because I used to stay in this area called Cass Corridor, and it was considered the most dangerous place in America by the FBI at the time. Now I didn't know that. I didn't know that till researching it later once the computers came out.
From Ultramar and Pearl to dangerous spot in America.
And I didn't know. I really didn't. I mean, I knew it was dangerous because we had 2 Detroit news channels at the time in Newfoundland, and I remember that, my poor parents. And but I didn't really know. I was pretty naive. I just wanted to play ball. And I went down there and ended up playing ball in the States for a bit, came back here, and I got a whole bunch of stories about that. That's a whole other life.
Right.
But I'm writing a book now, actually. That's one of the things in the book.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book just about all the ridiculous things I've done since high school. And
Yeah. Well, dude, you got one of the most interesting life stories out of all my friends.
When you're an idiot, man, you collect stories.
Well, that's the thing.
Pretty much.
That's the thing. I love being an idiot because that's where you get your stories.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such an idiot, and I'm not smart, and that's why I just say and do shit. Yeah, it's idiot. Like,
yeah, man.
And I don't give a fuck because you know what? I get stories from it.
Bit of fun, right?
That's it,
Bit of fun. So yeah, Detroit, San Diego. One time, I jumped on a bus once. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and all my friends were going to school, and I jumped on a bus once. I went saw my old ex-girlfriend off at Mount Allison in Sackville, New Brunswick, and then jumped on a bus in Sackville, New Brunswick, and went to San Diego. 4 days on a bus. I think I was 18, and ended up living out there on the beach, working with a bunch of illegals, selling T-shirts to tourists.
For cash. That's amazing.
Lived out there for a year. Yeah, hanging out with a bunch of Romanian gypsies, basically.
What's San Diego like?
Oh, beautiful.
San Diego,
that's the nicest place I've ever been, I think, honestly. Like, it's expensive, but in terms of just, it's beautiful. And the weather is pretty much the exact same every day. Every day you wake up, it's 25 degrees, sunny. And it rains, it sprinkles for like 13 minutes, and it's over.
Right.
I think, because I remember at the time I knew the guy who owned a T-shirt business, also owned a hot air balloon business.
Right.
And he was telling me about something about the weather, the atmosphere around San Diego. Apparently it's like the best weather in North America, I think, especially for hot air ballooning, whatever their systems they got down there.
Right.
But the weather was amazing, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful city.
Right.
Yeah, love it.
I guess San Francisco must be the spot with all the rain, is it?
I don't know about San Francisco's very nice too.
Here, one of them gets a shitload of rain.
That's that probably would be definitely not San Diego.
No,
Seattle. You might be thinking.
No, man.
Seattle gets lots of rain.
Yeah, I know Seattle does.
But I don't know about San Francisco.
Maybe not, and I could be wrong, Brian, but I really thought I heard that.
I went to San Francisco just for a little bit of time, but I had no money, right? Because I was scraping by, but I wanted to go to San Francisco, and I got out there, but I had no money, so I just went up there looking around for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to getting back to San Francisco because I had a connection with that city for some reason. Yeah, man, it's just really funky. I don't know, it's just really funky, old city, lots of history. Their comedy's really big in San Francisco, too.
I know. I've been looking at that online.
It's just a funky town, man. It's just a cool, funky place. Yeah, a lot of old hippies, huge gay community. Just nice, man. Nice and hip.
Awesome.
Yeah, so love to get back there eventually.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? Get that visa, get into the U.S., and go mad.
Well, I think the key to it, and I don't know, but that's obviously the goal for a lot of us. It's almost like you've made it ticket, almost, so to speak.
Get into the States?
Yeah, well, the visa.
I think it helps.
But you can get this. You can pay $600. Let people know this, but you can pay $600 and get it's called like a P4 something.
Are you talking about that Cirque du Soleil shit?
No. You can pay, it's $600 or $620 or something like that. You just pay, and you get it, and then you can legally work in the States at least 6 months of the year.
Right.
But you just need to be a resident of Canada. You can't move there,
right,
and work there. But
why isn't everybody doing that then?
Because some people don't know about it. A lot of people think you got to get this green card. You don't.
No, I mean, it's also expensive too, and lawyers and shit. I mean, you don't have to go to the States, but it's definitely good to be somewhere where they value it and getting to work and more people seeing you. Especially now with social media and stuff and the camera. I mean, you can have your career online, really.
Right.
But, I mean, it is good to get... I mean, I think just the States and England alone, that's where the industries are.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. Those are the only two.
Yeah. And then once you can start throwing in Canada and Europe and Asia and Australia, once you can start throwing them on top of England and America, you're laughing.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Again, that's all I want to do. Right toward the world, I'll go anywhere.
Well, that's why you do.
I'm working on.
That's why you do the Newfoundland World Tour.
That's right. Newfoundland World Tour. Newfoundland World. Right. Oh, I'm excited, man. I want people to come out to the shows.
Yes, guys. Like, honestly, get out to the show.
I'm really proud of this tour too, man. Because I think what you said earlier is kind of true. Like, I have toured Newfoundland before, and it went well. It went well for sure. But this is the tour I imagined doing when I started comedy. Mm-hmm. You know, you have goals in your head, and I just remember thinking, like, one of these days I want to tour Newfoundland, do a theater tour in Newfoundland, and kick the shit out of it.
I remember thinking that as a kid.
And I know I'm ready to do that now, and I can't wait, man. I want people to come out and yeah, man, just come on out. especially Clarenville and Marystown. Come on, Clarenville.
Yeah.
Big Brother's over. You know what I mean? Come on out.
Yeah.
And I get it, Marystown. Shed party's going to be deadly, but $20. Colin Hollett, myself, Michael Lynch. That's a good time.
Man, well, Brian's been on CBC Debaters just for laughs. You got some other daily credits there. It's on the poster. And Mike Lynch is fucking killing it. And everyone out there, you know me and my shit or whatever. And I got some new stuff that you haven't seen yet. So, man, listen, I wouldn't say that it's going to be a great show if it was going to be a great fucking show. So get out. Be greatly appreciated. Your support's awesome. Like and share his poster on Twitter. Fuck, they can send you a friend request on Facebook too. I'm sure you'll add them up.
For sure, man. I need more of that. And definitely hit me up on Twitter at Bags of Soup. I need more followers.
Yeah.
Getting sick of it.
I see you getting really frustrated on Twitter there, man. You had that tweet and the viral video thing. You're right frustrated.
Because I don't fucking know how it works, man. Like, I'm just trying to tweet something every now and again. Hopefully it's funny or a bit informational.
I can't get behind Twitter at all.
Because I find Twitter a lot of times is like, unless you're creating drama, you don't attract shit.
So
and I don't want to be at that. Like, it's very parasitic. It's like, if I tweeted Kim Kardashian and said I wanted to eat her arse, like, I'd probably get 30 more followers. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be at that. But that's kind of Twitter. You know? Like Twitter wars and...
I use Twitter because I have it because, like, when you're in this industry, you got to have it all. Right, like you gotta you gotta be accessible on all platforms.
It helps,
and that's why I have it. As for using, like,
Twitter's big.
I hate the 140 letters. Like, oh my god, man! Like, it's I can't, and I can't ever. If I got,
they're trying to dumb us down.
I think the most I've ever gotten, like, activity on a tweet. I think I got 7 likes one time on a tweet.
Right? I mean, I don't know.
Right? You know, Facebook is kind of what I like because it keeps me connected with everyone, and I can do whatever the fuck I want on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, that's how I do it. Like, I run my own personal page, basically my comedy page. It's just, I mean, it's not hard to find me, man. At Bags of Soup on Twitter and Facebook.
Yep.
So I'm on Facebook, that's enough.
Yep. And then like and share the poster, and you get a chance to win tickets. You're giving away tickets.
I'm giving away for the like and share right now, 2 in each town. There'll be more contests coming up.
Yep.
Closer we get to the tour.
Yep. And
man, that's really it. I'm really, really excited about it.
Me too, man. And I'm excited for it. And I'm happy for it. I'm glad that you're doing this.
Thanks, buddy.
Because it's about time, I think, really. I mean, it's good. So, no, I'm excited, man. And I'm glad I got you on here another day. Just,
man, thanks for having me.
To shoot the shit. Obviously, be back again. Just a bit more fucking around, a bit more, maybe, just being a bit funnier and just fucking around, but it was it's great to just have these chats too.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I mean? I love it.
And again, this weekend, Sunday, I'm at Tolls' Timeout Lounge for the 3rd annual Kinsman Club of Mount Pearl Celebrity Karaoke. I'm going to be singing a song that I wrote to the Honorable Premier Dwight Ball.
Mannequin.
So Slick John McGee is going to be there. Can't wait to see him.
He's like a mannequin that came to life, man. That's what he looks like to me, man.
What? He looks like the most handsome Easter Island head.
That guy.
And I'm finishing my tour at LSP Hall June 10th and 11th. My comedy album taping, which I couldn't be more excited about. So those over 2 nights, June 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
So get those tickets too, man.
Awesome.
Means a lot.
Right on, brother. Well, I guess that's it for today. Glad you guys listened in. Like I say, I really wanted to get Brian out there in front of you guys and do himself and, more importantly, yourself a favor and get out and check out the shows, man. Like, you're gonna laugh and laugh and laugh, and it's gonna be awesome. So thanks for listening again this week, and I got some more shit coming out this week as well. So keep watching the page and follow us on Twitter, and talk to you. All right, bye.
Hashtag Newfoundland World Tour.
Hashtag Newfoundland World Tour. Love it.
Thanks, bud.
Cheers.